All right, say goodbye to Rocky. She is history in the making.
Bye, Rocky.
Kind of miss her. Give her a kiss.
We're unloading all the stuff out of the truck camper because it's out with the old, in with the new. Can't wait to show you what we traded in the truck camper for. I cannot believe we got so much stuff in this little vehicle. This is just some of the stuff I've taken out. I've already put like 3 or 4 bags away. I've sorted it or given it to Goodwill. Red's working on the bike rack for our new electric bikes, or new electric bikes.
Electric, no E.
No E.
Got my fancy new 3/4 inch wrenches, matched spare.
If you thought moving from a house into an RV was bad, try moving into a 36-footer to a 20-footer. More purging. I didn't think we had so much stuff in that truck camper. Did you, Fred?
We didn't think we had all that stuff in here.
I know, right?
You're going to repack it again.
I am. When it gets too hot in Texas, people scatter. If you're looking for a place to camp, there's plenty of room in southern Texas in the summer. I'm sure there's got to be somebody that loves this heat. So come take advantage of the high winds, the high heat, and not so many people. Okay, we are going on a shakedown drive. This is the reason our Coachmen 20D is called a D. It has a rear dinette. You have 2 twin-size beds. These will convert to a king-size bed as well. In the rear dinette / bedroom, you have 4 very spacious cabinets. There's 2 on the left and 2 on the right. We have a lagoon table in here that can serve as a dinette, maybe even office space. That's what Fred uses it for mostly. You can raise the lagoon and move it over to the sink to give you a little extra counter space. It came with a 12-volt TV, but we don't watch a lot of TV, so we put in the Apple computer and a Bose soundbar. This is where we stream our videos. Fred also edits in this area. Down at the bottom, there's a pretty decent sized storage space. In the dinette area, you also have your circuit breaker and 12-volt fuses. Beside the circuit breakers, we have a gas detector. This compartment leads into the water pipes, but it also makes a nice little storage area for lightweight items. The rear windows have blackout covers that can be easily removed and stored. There are little pockets in the door where you can put your shades when you're not using them. Underneath the right double bed, there's a little storage area. It has a net so you can keep it inside. And I'll show you all the things that we store in this little area. It's pretty big. As you can see, it extends the whole length of the single bed. You can find one of the heater vents in the back of the dinette / bedroom. Very back at the left-hand side, you'll find your water pump for the outside water, as well as the water heater vent. One of our favorite features is the screen. So now you can enjoy the great outdoors and still have no flies or bugs. Fred's gonna take down the lagoon table. It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Done.
Well, we're gonna make it a full-size bed, and I don't think you want to sleep with that.
I love this pole.
Aww. We store it back behind the driver's seat, and I'll show you that. Oh, don't forget that you can also store your pole on the table. That allows for much easier storage. To make a king-size bed, we slide out the slats and then we hook it to the other side. And there are 4 of them. Next thing you're gonna do is to pull out the cushions from your backrest and place them into position. Now we have a king-size bed. However, it's a little bit more comfortable if we put a topper on it. Much better with a topper. This is how our bed looks, all made up, ready for the night. We liked our beddie and the truck camper so much that we got one for
the van. We would have used the one in the truck camper, but it was a queen size. This is a king size. When it comes to going night-night, Nikita loves her own space. So it fits right underneath the bed. Nikita, night-night. Night-night, Nikita. Good girl. Just how much can I get inside this storage compartment? The first item I'm putting in there is our Bose speaker. It has microphones in it. Fred and I like to sing praise worship songs to the Lord at church and practice karaoke. Let's see if that'll fit under there. We'll push that all the way to the back. All right, that fit nicely. I like to take long day hikes, so I'm going to put my hiking boots inside my backpack and my backpack on top of the speaker. Let's see if that works. We don't have to use this very often, but we have our Hughes autoformer that protects our RV from low voltage. A little bit of a controversial piece. Let's see if we can stick that under there. Here's what the speaker and the backpack with the hiking shoes look like. You never know when an air pump will come in handy. Let's see if we can get that under there as well. We still have room, so let's keep going. This is something I don't like to leave the house without, and that's the jump starter power pack. We'll just fit it like a puzzle right above here. We're not always blessed with level ground, so here's our Anderson hitches, just in case. They didn't quite fit in the puzzle piece, so before we put the Anderson blocks in, we'll put Fred's DeWalt bag, which has some goodies, a drill, batteries, charger, and I'm sure he's snuck a few other items in there. 7 items and we're still packing. Every vehicle needs a toolbox. Fred's handyman. Fixes a lot of things around the house, so in goes the toolbox. Let's see if we can get the jack in there. That jack, didn't it look a little flimsy? I'm not sure I want to lift 10,000 pounds with it. We're down to stuffing some smaller items like Fix-A-Flat, the hose for the outside shower, our stand for our iPad, a tire gauge, and a walking stick. Our water hose and electrical cable also go into there, not to mention our watchdog. All that fit in there, and I even have a little room to spare. Let's put up the net now. All that stuff is safe and secure underneath the seat. There's the back side of Nikita's crate underneath our bed. We have a little room there, but I'll show you later why we don't use it for storage. I put our dirty clothes basket right at the edge. That way we can throw our dirty clothes in from the top of the bed. And I can grab them out from the back to go to the laundromat.
All right, so here's my little work area. It's not bad. I've got the computer. We took the 24-inch TV out, put in a 21 iMac. It's on a swing arm, so I just swing it out, turn it on. Got my wireless keyboard, my wireless mouse, little mouse pad, plenty of room for snacks and drinks. We also have this little drink tray that's movable and it's cushioned, so we can sit on the bed, hold a drink, whatever. And so that works out really good. And I can sit here for hours as that slave driver Mary makes me make these videos for you. So I hope you enjoyed them.
You can pull out the Apple using that arm and set it up for movie night and watch from the captain's chairs.
Very comfy. Now if we just get some footrest in here.
The arm allows you to turn the computer around so we can watch stream movies from bed. In the back dinette, we have 4 cabinets. They're pretty spacious inside. They have mood lighting in there, so when you want a little sexy effect, you can turn them on. Or if you want to see your clothes. Yeah, they're pretty dark without the mood lighting. I can get a lot of clothes in there too. All my t-shirts, unmentionables, shorts, pants, all fit in this one cabinet. Fred and I each have a cabinet for our clothes. It holds all our unmentionables, pants, shorts, and t-shirts. It's a lot of space. This one's mine. This one's Fred's. Inside this back cabinet in the dinette, we have electronics and cameras, hard drives, and a JBL audio system. The JBL comes with 2 speakers here in the back. Speaker number 1, speaker number 2. And I hate to say it, it sounds horrible. Even I think it sounds horrible. Fred says it's very hollow sounding. No bottom end whatsoever. But we have a Bose. So we have the bar underneath the Apple computer. A sound bar. I brought my portable speaker. And then when I was loading up underneath, you saw our big Bose. Right next to the bedroom/dinette area, you'll find our closet. It's pretty roomy in here for a van. We have a little place to hang our clothes. You do have the option for another shelf right up here, but I wanted our shirts and short dresses to kind of hang a little bit. This is your bottom area. It's also where I store the shelf that I removed. It stores quite a bit. Here are our hanging clothes and jackets. Underneath we store shoes as well as our swimsuits, towels, and items for the pool. Who says you can't be fancy in a van? We have French doors. These doors open up and lead into the wet bath. We have a flushing commode that hooks right up to a black tank. We've already started adding shelves for space. Of course, all you gotta do if you're taking a shower is to close the toilet paper lid and your toilet paper shouldn't get wet. We have a small corner sink. This is also our shower. Pull out the hose. Place your shower hose up here so you're ready, or you can take it down and use it on your body with your hand like a wand. This is pretty cool and an energy saver. You can turn your knob to divert and it will cycle through and warm up the hot water so you're not using water or putting it in your tanks. It'll go through the tank and then this will turn gray and you're ready to turn on the shower. Now this is the only mirror in here. That has got to change eventually over time. It is pretty good for shaving, I suppose. We'll have to ask Fred. Sometimes I'll use it for putting on makeup. It's secured to the wall so it doesn't bounce when you're driving, and you can bring it out and even use it outside of the bathroom. There is a shower curtain. You just pull it here, close your doors from the inside, and you're ready to take a shower. We did take out the tiki mat from the truck camper and put it inside the van, so we have a nice place to stand while we shower. We really like how you can turn around the captain's chairs. You can watch TV. If you move the TV from here, you can also put the table up, do editing, maybe eat some breakfast. It's a very versatile area. I love my kitchen area. Has plenty of space. I think it's pretty good for the both of us. We have a little bit of counter space. You can also put up the Lacoon table and use it for extra counter space. Our particular unit has a round sink. You can use it for storage when you're driving down the road as well. I only have one burner, but that's okay. We usually take out our Blackstone and cook outside mostly. It also comes with a microwave. Now I think down the road, maybe in a year or so, we'll take out this microwave and they have a microwave that is a convection or an air fryer. I'm not sure which, but we will most likely upgrade to that in the next year or so. Included with the van was an interesting spice rack. I think it's a little crooked. I'm not so sure. What do you think? Couldn't leave a Berkey behind, so it's put on the corner here where we can grab fresh water. I think I'd like to secure it to the counter so we don't have to move it every time we travel. There's plenty of kitchen storage in here. This is where we keep our dishes. It's just the two of us, so we don't need a whole lot of dishes. This is Fred's tech cabinet, and I'm not sure if I want to open it up or not. Oh, not bad. All our wires and gadgets and Wi-Fi. Most of it you'll find right up here. Below the counter we have 5 different drawers. Behind the big drawer pulls out and the kitty can't get in the trash. I like that. This is where I have plenty of room for cleaning supplies. The bottom drawers very deep and plenty of room for all your kitchen cookware. The middle drawers are utensil and junk drawer. Fred said if we can't find it anywhere else, go to the middle drawer. It'll be there. As you can see, there's plenty of storage for everything. And what I like is everything has a place. On the other side of the counter, we also have a pantry. It opens up and as you can see, it's well stocked and easy to access from the stove or the sink. There's more storage down below, another cabinet, which also has more tech stuff. We also use it for medications or more storage for unmentionables, even possibly more canned goods. Plenty of space. There's more space below that goes pretty far back. We put things in there that we don't use a lot, that we don't have to get to often.
As you are going out the door or in the door, there's another compartment for more storage. We keep mostly Nikita's things there. One of the selling factors of this van was this refrigerator. You don't find many vans or truck campers that have this big of a refrigerator in the unit. This is our storage compartment. Fred calls it the pizza oven because it goes way back above the cab. This is where we store our chairs and folding tables, all the window covers. I can't even remember what else is up there, but there's a lot. It's about time to leave Texas. It's getting hot. Well, we hope you enjoyed the tour of the van. If you have any questions, leave them in the messages below. And we look forward to our new adventure, so follow along with us as we travel the United States in a van.